Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. What day is it? What day is it? It's our best day of the week. It's Expanse Day, my friends, as we watch Season 3, Episode 7, Delta V. I assume it's V and not the Roman numeral for 5, so I'm going with Delta V. What can we talk about? Nothing. It's time to watch. Friends, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. You'll be alerted next time we go live with any of our sci-fi fare, The Expanse included. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to the Patreon is in the description. Not a fan of Patreon? Join us here on YouTube memberships. You'll get all the episodes about a day early, plus any bonus episodes we come up with. But friends, all that is then, and this is now. And what is now? It's the best day of the week, Expanse Day, as we watch Season 3, Episode 7, Delta V. Prepare to engage a maximum warp reaction, and away we go! And I am still not watching the intro. So I don't know when I'm allowed to start watching the intro. I think somebody said after 6 I'd be okay, but I thought I heard somebody say 7 or 8, so I'm just gonna not look. Stare into the middle distance and let my periphery blur. I actually did that. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. It's the old commercial directions. You see something in the distance. What's that, director? I don't know. You're the actor. Thanks for all the motivation. Oh, Christian. Oh, which means she's off the Rossi.
My fellow citizens, our faith as a nation has been sorely tested.
Oh, wow.
But the arrest of the traitor, Wright, and the resignation of Secretary General Sorrento Gillis, we will choose peace. We must choose peace.
Please put her in charge.
And are witness to an event unlike anything else in the history of our species.
Look at that. It's like a jellyfish.
You to join me and join hands with our brothers and sisters throughout the system.
What is that coming off of it?
We will face the unknown together.
The ring? Oh, well, here we fucking go. Slingshot racer. All right, kid. Look at you showing off, Expanse.
Evita, Isatara. Add one more record for all the rest I crush.
Nice.
Series slingshot Maneo Young Espinosa has been setting records for the...
And now, breaking news of the ring.
Oh shit, dude. A few months later. What a weird sport. You know? Wow. Oh, you're still alive, dude. I guess. It's a cool way to start it. I like this.
In a joint statement issued today...
No one watched it either, dude.
All time, all thing but the fucking ring.
What did it say about Anderson Dawes? I couldn't hear that. It said Fred Johnson and Anderson Dawes, something, something Mars.
Hey, Neil. So, you like this?
This is a Dear John letter.
And your brother, he understand me? The real me? He right here.
Stay safe for sewing out the superstar.
And that's it.
And that's it. Wow, that's fucking brutal. This is hilarious. James Holden to visit the ring? What the fuck?
Ipichuyito, Evita. But now I'm going to show you the real me. This is where I'm going to be and win. Only for you. For the good. And I don't say nothing for no one. That's what you hear about Maneo. Whole belt on your say.
You going to the ring?
I do this for you.
Dude, it's gonna shoot the ring. This is insanity. Okay, you and Fleet approaching.
So a lot of people think you're special.
Special? I don't know about special.
What is this? I don't like this.
Well, what's that old saying? It's better to be lucky than good.
All right, then lucky.
It's a great shot.
Jules Pierre Mao's project wreaked havoc throughout the system. The protomolecule killed so many.
Wow, this is like public knowledge.
The ring. How does that make you feel?
Kind of makes me want a donut.
Amos.
It's not cheap or easy to maintain a ship like this.
Especially if it's not really yours.
Whoa, hold on there, darling.
Yep.
That's a legitimate salvage.
That's not what the Martians think.
Seems a bit petty, since we saved their planet. Guess that's just gonna have to be up to the courts to decide, man.
Yep.
Would you have done this documentary if we didn't agree to pay your legal fees?
Nope.
So what about you? You just here for the money too?
This will be great.
There's only so much booze and fucking you can buy. I'm gonna be on the ship one way or the other. At least this one's part of mine.
Nice.
What happened to Naomi Nagata?
And Prax.
She's on a leave of absence.
Oh my god. She's on the Nauvoo? Where's Prax? I mean, I know he's got May now and that wasn't gonna work, but where's Bobby? Oh, I already had that homesick feeling. I don't like it.
On Tycho, that would get you 6 months in jail.
Out here for the real rock hopper on the long haul, the pixie for keep you alert.
This must be speed.
If they want to do it, they can do it on their own time.
You get no trouble from me, boss man.
Boss man. We'll never have all those people on the Rossi again, will we? Oh, it's kind of heartbreaking for me. I was hoping. Shit.
You know, I've got your back.
Done my better, I'm your captain.
Nice. Here's the man. Oh, that's not... I thought that was Dawes.
Commander Class Sash for requesting permission to come aboard.
That's David Strathern. Great actor.
You have done well for yourself.
You too. Of course, that always was your main concern.
Oh, well.
You remember Mr. Harari?
You little shit.
Ha!
The OPA officially granted him amnesty. Fred didn't tell you.
I talked to Cortazar. He said to say hello.
Shut your face, mister.
Ooh.
You're a lieutenant in the OPA Navy now. Start acting like one.
Oh, Diogo. Nice, buddy.
Matching outfits, really?
It's a work in progress. I'm still getting used to being in uniform.
Is that the official OPA?
Welcome to the Behemoth.
The Behemoth. Get the fuck out of my face. We're in a whole new world, friends. New ocean we're sailing. Thomas Prince. Oh, they're going to hit me with a whole bunch of shit, aren't they? There's no sitting back in this one. Anna, what are you doing out here?
187 days, 16 hours, 53 minutes. And in that time, we've detected no radiation, no signals, no emissions of any kind.
What are they doing, though?
When the protomolecule first came off Venus, it looked like a squid to me, and it's behaved like a virus in the past. Do you think it might have been alive in some way?
A life form?
Yeah.
I mean, you...
Came here in a spaceship, not the wings of an angel. I'm able to appreciate the difference.
Nice job, Anna.
The protomolecule was discovered inside Phoebe. An extrasolar object captured by Saturn eons ago that came from who knows where.
Yeah, they wouldn't have had any...
And flew all the way out here and turned itself into this. An intelligence created it. An extremely intelligent intelligence.
What do you think it is?
Transport. I'm going with Mass Effect relay type shit.
Now, mind you, the beef is soy, the cheese is soy.
Where's Bobby?
Family dinner is always nice. So you still have family on Mars, isn't that right?
Yeah, Alex, you should have known this was coming.
So did you study at a university?
Yeah.
Or did you come up through an apprenticeship?
Union apprentice. I started off on the supply and logistics track, but
Who was your sponsor?
I didn't have one.
So you came up through the lottery?
Yep.
Nice job, Amos. I don't think that's true, but...
In fact, you don't seem to have any official government records at all apart from a birth certificate and a registered win.
Enough.
Talked to some locals, though, and they told me about a guy who was also named Amos Burton, who was some sort of mob boss. But that couldn't be you, right? Because you left the city when you were 15.
Oh my god. Stop pushing him, please. That's right, dickhead.
You're gonna have to pay for that.
Get fucked.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
That's right.
You can't be surprised that I did background on you.
I don't like it.
What is it going to take for you to get comfortable with me?
You being off the ship?
Yeah, you not being here.
I bet you're one of those tough guys who gets really sentimental and chatty after sex.
You think?
I don't shit where I eat.
My man. Just that was so like predatory, that so animalistic, that move.
This ship was designed to be filled with Mormons, not bullets.
We put it to better use than they ever could.
But you literally stole this ship.
It is the greatest vessel in human history, and built by Beltalowda. That is something the Inners cannot ignore.
Yeah, but stolen by Beltalowda. I mean, there's no way this shit can be considered legitimate salvage. No fucking way. Look at all the wires everywhere. Oh, look at the cathedral type of like the stained glass.
Primary power online and ready.
A lot of new characters. This guy's name is, I think I got it right, Ashford.
All deck secure for 0G.
Does everybody clip in? That's awesome. Everybody.
He was very worried when he heard you got shot.
I had his name tattooed around the wound to remind me.
I forgot how
Nice.
funny you are.
She is. She's full of ha-has and hee-hees.
You believe you should be in command.
Yeah, of course I do, but this is not about experience. It's about politics and perception.
Oh, great. So you're going to be gunning for any mistake I make.
And neither one of them cares if you or I are happy with the arrangement.
Look at that. Look at that. Very theatrical moves with the hands.
But my point is that we both have orders to follow.
Don't try to intimidate her.
The good of the new Belta state. Okay?
You're going to front, drummer? I mean, fucking fine. Go ahead, buddy, but...
Our construction skiff malfunctioned. It's stuck in a hard spin. Pilot's not responding.
Ah, it's 1G plus. It must have blacked out.
Got it. Killing the drive now. I'll bring it back to the dock.
Nice job. Oh, this is the guy that took the stuff. Yep. Man, come hell or water high, I am not fucking with drummer.
I have to admit, I kind of miss that old Red.
Bobby.
I'm kind of jealous. Thank you, by the way, for looking in on my family. That means a lot.
Oh.
Your wife was polite. You guys talking?
Yeah, sort of.
We don't get Bobby anymore? We don't get Bobby's story? Get the fuck out of here, man.
How do you feel about that?
Honestly, kind of relieved. Does that make me an asshole?
Nah.
I mean, you abandoned him, bud, but...
It's better to know what you want and who you are. I'm damn glad to be a Marine again.
All these characters are flawed. I hate that we don't have Bobby anymore.
You know, my fellow soldiers might dispute how you took ownership of your ship, but you earned that seat you're in. You're a top-notch pilot. You can fly me anytime.
Oh my God! Please tell me, is Bobby gone now? Like, do we not see her, not see her on the reg anymore? I'm so pissed if that's the case.
His work had been fine up until now. I misjudged the situation.
I made you chief engineer because I learned to trust you.
Well, she's chief engineer.
Who is the dealer?
Because he is dead. Weren't we just talking about not wanting to fuck with drummer? Diogo, it's good to see you, buddy.
You are so far away from us, so close to that thing. I'm just afraid.
I am very shocked that Anna's out there.
Your daughter misses you, and we love you very much. Come home soon, please.
Oh yeah, you know, I always felt this way for Christian's husband too, you know? They have to like accept this incredible danger, and you know, Anna's wife wouldn't. This isn't the norm, you know. Christian's is at least the norm.
This James Holden. You watching him?
Well, the guy who chased Eris, right?
Mm-hmm. And put that shithead Mao in jail.
We're getting a lot of information.
Like what you see?
Wouldn't rub up against that narcissistic asshole with your junk.
Okay.
Buffers are behind that panel there. Get to work and I'll check back with you in a few, okay?
This is support craft. And I believe the guy who's padding his stats is the janitor from Breakfast Club.
You got a question, you just ask. And if you don't want to ask Stanny, ask me. Okay?
Or the groom from 16 Candles. He's a friend of John Hughes, so. What was all that? I was fucking around and didn't see what she got so hype about.
You know, if this project's gonna work, we're gonna have to learn to trust each other.
I don't care if it works.
Right.
Magnus. It's unusual to find green walls on a ship like this.
I call them Prax panels.
Oh.
Prax?
He's a botanist. He helped us and we helped him find his little girl.
Where are they now?
They're both on Ganymede Station.
Really?
Prax is helping him rebuild it.
You miss him?
He was good company.
Say it.
He was my best friend in the whole world.
Why didn't you go with him?
He didn't ask. He didn't have to. I'm not really the rebuilding type.
Oh, man.
It's more important than ever that we learn to love each other.
Whoa.
Monica. Does that mean I have a chance?
I knew that was what it was. This is another play. What the?
I don't shit where I eat.
Well, you live on a spaceship.
And I don't shit in the galley.
Oh, man. I got that serious homesick feeling because all of our people were separated.
Okay, bypass is safe. Swap her out.
Okay, so she's doing something on her own.
Put that in the wrong way. Power goes dirty, sends a false, so the next one goes to standby, then the one after that.
That's not a good design.
Better to fail safe than to blow something out 1,000,000 clicks from a ship.
Yeah. Why are you so sweaty?
It's okay. You're gonna be just fine. I promise.
Her name was Melba, I think. Shame. Shame. Welcome to the airlock.
Walk away. This is mine. You do not have to be part of it.
Yep.
I have a word.
In a minute.
In a minute?
They're out. Give the captain a little goddamn space.
Don't she wants them to see.
And we have to start acting like members of a society that obeys the rule of
So
law.
this guy gets a court case?
If we ever want to be accepted as equals with the great nations of Earth and Mars, we must act with greatness.
Well, I mean...
I don't like him either. But in this, he's not wrong. If anyone has any contraband in their possession, they have until then to put it in here with no repercussion. After that...
Anyone caught dealing?
No.
Thrown in the brig, court-martialed, and sent back to Sirius for incarceration on a prison barge.
Yeah, this is all play for him to, win the hearts and minds. I got you, Ashford. I see that you're more than a pretty face. This motherfucker is going to go through this ring and activate it. And he's going to motherfucking Mass Effect himself.
You pulled this one off.
Oh, for God's sakes. All right, well, she's back, everybody. She's seen the error of her ways.
Who do you think we are?
Yeah, he's already identified. He's been profiling you, Naomi.
Who do you think we should be?
I agree with the captain.
I admire your loyalty, but I don't believe you.
Oh, this guy's good.
So why is Naomi Nagata here with us now?
I think this is our time.
He barked and bit off her last name. I love the bridge concept of the Nauvoo, and I'm not calling it the Behemoth, because this sumbitch was stolen. Yeah, it looks like it fits right in there. You're gonna get yourself killed, buddy.
Why'd you have to look?
Melba, what in God's name have you been doing?
I have to do this.
Have to do what?
We can make this go away. I'll help you.
Boom.
I fought people Please don't make me hurt you.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
What do you got, Melba? What was that? What was this shit? Dear God. So is that proto-molecule? Was that what that was?
I think what you are liars. All of you.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me?
Let's have some fun then.
I don't think anyone on the ship is being honest about why you're here, what you want, and who you are.
Okay.
You say you're not special? It's obvious that you are. And I think you like that you are.
Really? You think that he likes the fame? You don't know Jim Holden.
I'll see you later.
No hard feelings?
Not yet.
Gonna run some diagnostics on the drone, make sure it's 100%. My supply is not infinite.
The cool character, I'm assuming he's physically blind and maybe he has like augments to see through the drones. Obviously, I mean, how the hell is he going to operate them if he can't use them as some type of like, I guess, artificial vision apparatus? Okay, so he's getting all the information on the ship. He shouldn't be able to access any of the craft functions because those are all locked out.
EK, veer off now.
No harm, no harm. Me surrender, just got to get slowed down a little. Firing up in a few seconds, hold your piss.
Evita, Satarami.
I'm gonna go through this ring and definitely become famous when this fucker turns on. Here we go.
I make history. Me, Maneo, yo, Espino.
Or this horrific thing just happened. I thought for sure it was going to end there.
A piece at a time. There's no laws on Syria. Just cops.
Oh, you motherfuckers. All right, everybody, we just got done watching The Expanse Season 3, Episode 7, Delta V, and the only thing left to do is to talk about it. Expanse Season 3, Episode 7, Delta V, I guess. If it's Delta 5, fuck, I fucked it up the whole way, but oh my God. Okay, so I'm assuming now that's what you all were trying to get me to not see. I'm sure there was like a Thomas Jane guest star or something like that that popped up. Oh my God, that's so amazing to see him back with the hat. You know, okay, so what is he seeing? What is he seeing? And it seems like, now again, everybody, it seems like as soon as Neo hit that ring and had horrific shit happen to him, when it stopped, is that when, like, are we supposed to think that activation and the appearance of Miller is simultaneous? Because if that's the case, then that fucking thing is projecting or you know, sending off signals, because it said there was no radiation, nothing coming off of it. If that hit triggered it and activated it, and then boom, Miller's there. Okay. So if that's the case, and my theory has been in my case study now, I have to finish the final editing on my case study. Fuck, because I'm pretty good. I'm pretty close with this one. Okay, so here's my theory that it was going forward, that the protomolecule, when left to its own devices, does something completely different than what Protogen did to it. That's just basically what I was talking about. So if that's the case, what the protomolecule does whenever it's left to just grow is what we saw in Eros, what we saw in Venus. And so, you know, that way the work, the pathways offer different blah, blah, blahs. That protomolecule has Julie, has everybody on Eros, has Miller whenever it went down on Venus. So is this a projection of the true Miller? Oh, I can't wait to see this. This is gonna tell us so much about the protomolecule, because if we see a projection of Miller, and it can answer questions that only Miller can answer in a way that only Miller could answer them. You know what I mean? Now, again, you could say, oh, well, then, you know, they just took his memories and this is still just not Miller. If there is a way that we can prove that this, whether it's a projection or a physical representation, is actually Miller, his spirit, his soul, whatever you want to call it, his energy, then that means everybody that this thing has absorbed, consumed, whatever you want to call it, is in there somewhere. Like Julie was being rebuilt. The voices of Eros, like the projection that went out everywhere, and people were listening to it, and Cortazar was talking, hearing them and everything like that. This one moment is going to prove so much about not necessarily the mission of the proto molecule, but what we can expect from it if it's allowed to just run. Its mission, this ring, everything like that. Now, come on. This reminds me of my limited experience with Stargate. I've seen the movie. I just recently watched the movie for Patreon, and I'm getting ready to watch SG1. Basically, as soon as the schedule clears up a little bit over on Patreon. But with that ring, and then I thought of like the Mass Effect relays. That looks like now either it's a ring, can send things from here to there or whatnot. It seemed to have some type of film over it as soon as Neo hit it. That's obviously slowed him down considerably to the point where it was unsafe for him to, a little safety procedure there when he turned into mashed potatoes. But it looked like he still went through it, almost like he hit like cellophane and then crept through it. We need to know what happened to his craft. I mean, I'm assuming it's still in our space, but again, the ring can be the circular pattern of that ring, especially with something in between. It could be a gate, like a Stargate type Mass Effect relay. But in a weird way, it sort of reminds me of like a drum head too. It slowed down when he went through it, almost like you're going through the head of a drum. And if that's the case, like, we had that music and the sounds of Eros and kind of that, it kind of lends itself to that kind of like a big kind of a percussion or an instrument type of thing. We need to know now these are all going to be, I'm assuming, answered in subsequent episodes. Did the radiation kick back on? Is this thing emitting signals again? Is it projecting them into our solar system or back from whence it came? They made a point in this one to kind of reiterate to us, this was sent eons and eons ago and got off track. It was aimed at Earth and got off track. So again, what was the original intent? To shoot the protomolecule into Earth. Now, if it's eons and eons ago, I mean, it could have been at the dawn of our, evolution, single-celled organism type stuff. Was this thing being sent to, like, basically re-engineer life on Earth with the protomolecule in play? Was it sent to be some type of like planetary seed? I think to myself, like almost like this planet's sustaining life, almost kind of like a Genesis device type of thing, like and eons, like some civilization figured out, hey, we're going to need more planets in the future. Are there any promising ones? Oh, there and there and there and there and there and there. Okay, send out the protomolecule, whatever they call them, the protomolecule probes. It'll hit a couple thousand years, millennia, whatever it'll be habitable for us, like some type of like grand, terraforming type of thing. Who knows? But that's what I'm thinking about sci-fi and the things that we've kind of already seen from the protomolecule, like its ability to kind of see what it has to work with and then reinvent it by, new pathways and all that stuff. So I'm trying to think of what its original intent could be. And now, that was my understanding before. It's going to kind of be like a terraforming type thing for Earth. But now with its idea that it was a creation of a ring, I don't know if that's like a secondary function, like because it didn't hit Earth. But then again, why didn't it do it with Eros? Why didn't, what's the ring? Why was that the ultimate goal? Or is that some type of like, our primary mission has been, off track. This is like the secondary default one, like call and basically say, if it's a communications device, like, hey, help, we're not right. Okay, I'm going to leave all that there because I am completely spun up with the idea of the protomolecule, the ring, all of these things now. So I just got to put a pin in that and look away. Now, what I'm going to say about our characters is, and I'm brutally honest here, I didn't like the idea that we didn't get to see a goodbye, that we didn't get to see, like, it's heartbreaking to me. It's absolutely, and you know what? It's a design, and I understand that the writers did that, and I cannot like it as much as I want because of selfish reasons. Like, I wanted to see these emotional kind of goodbyes and have some type of like closure with these different dynamics that we had established, but that's not the case. This isn't the show for that, and I got to keep reminding myself that, this is a break in a book too. So they're going to have to time lapse. And if you're writing a book like this, you don't want to start with like these emotional beats and then say, oh, and you're never going to see these characters for the rest of the book. You need to start where they did and go from there. So let's just focus on what we have. I'm almost heartbroken and heartsick. I swear to you that the thought of not having, I knew that Christian obviously was not going to be able to stay on ship. I knew that. And I knew that they were going to remove Naomi just because we had that exchange at the end. Oh, you're leaving. Yes, it's time. So that was pretty much in the stars that was going to happen. And I should have, Bobby's not going to stay on the ship, not when she could be reinstated as a Marine. That's her passion, her love, that's her drive, fighting for Mars. That's who she is. I completely understand. These are all selfish reasons why I don't like this. This is nothing about the excellence of the story that was told. This is my feelings of basically, a heartbreak. And the one that really got me, and I mean, of course, Prax cannot stay on that ship with May. It makes no sense. It makes no sense for him to stay and put her in danger. Anytime you're in space, it's a danger. He has to try to reestablish a life for his daughter. So of course he wasn't going to be there. I just think I had it in my mind that we were going to have a few more moments and a few more beats with everybody aboard ship, and that wasn't to be the case. And I got to accept that. My problem. Storytelling is excellent. My motherfucking problem. And by saying that I didn't like it, I loved the episode. The episode was fantastic. In the grand scheme of Expanse episodes, this was a starter. This was like a starting pistol episode because there were so many changes. I mean, we had new characters. We had almost like, again, it's the weird thing that the Expanse does that I love because it's unconventional, where they're like, yeah, that was a season finale. This is a brand new season, everybody. Oh, we're only in the 7th episode of the 3rd season and we're not really at the end. Who cares? That's their thing. And I really like it because just like with 2, this is going to be a tale of 2 completely different, not completely different, but 2 very different, plot points. I think especially with this one, now that the threat of Mars and Earth fighting is kind of gone, now we have something brand new to look at. Oh my God, friends, just a ton of stuff going on. We got Amos, backstory dropped in there. We've got, some resolution now with Alex's situation with his family. And when I mean situation, I mean Alex's abandonment of his family now seems to be coming to a head when his wife has filed for divorce. Like I said, I love Alex. I think he's the ship's counselor. But again, to love Alex for being awesome on the ship, you also have to know that Alex abandoned his family for this life. So again, you have to love you have to love all the character. I'm not picking and choosing what I like. So, all these characters are very flawed, but these 3 guys on the boat by themselves, oh man, there's such a loss of soul, with Naomi gone and Prax gone. Alex can be a bit of, it just seems so lonely, it seems like a lot of life is out of there. The Prax panels, broke my heart when he said he's my best friend in the whole world. Oh my God, it breaks my heart. We've got to see these characters again. Just great stuff. And now though, what a great idea though, bring Miller back onto the show, back onto the ship at this moment, for Jim or whoever can see him, to see him and talk to him. The ship's empty and now we've got Miller. I'm so spun up, everybody. This is a tale, and I don't have the time to do this, but I am going to watch another episode right now because fuck it. I've got to. So friends, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. You'll be alerted next time we go live with The Expanse or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to the Patreon is in the description. Not a fan of Patreon? Stick with us here on YouTube memberships. You'll get everything about a day early and any bonus episodes we come up with. Case Studies 3, I hope, is out. I hope Case Studies 3 is out for YouTube. Patreon... It's coming. But friends, all that is then and this is now, and now it's time to say goodbye. So where should we say goodbye from? Oh, you know where we're going to say goodbye from. We're saying goodbye as we stare at a bunk, and it was empty a second ago, but now there's a goddamn Will Wallace sitting in there. Thank God. Friends, until next time we meet, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.